Good morning. Welcome to the Weathers Channel Morning Live. My name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard. We are the Weathers.
Good point.
Somebody's calling. Oh, my God.
Was it Amber?
No, it's not Amber. We go live here on our YouTube channel every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And then over on our other channel, Watch Autumn Keto, we go live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays for hashtag OWAC Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe to both of our channels and ding the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we go live or post a new video on either channel.
Nice.
Yes,
good
thank
intro.
you. I think I did better.
I think you did really good.
Jen's here, says, first for once, what do I win? You win the bragging rights for being first. Joyce said, yay, Jen. I love that. To which Sheila said top 3 at least. You guys are hilarious.
Quite funny, I have to say. I'll say you all are first.
Yes. Sheila said that she's hanging in there waiting for Jim to get back to the room. He had a heart catheter this morning and everything went okay. Oh, that's good. Praying for Jim, still in the hospital.
Exactly.
Just praying for his recovery that he gets out.
Far too much of a firecracker.
Yes, I know, right? Joyce said, good morning, fine weathers. Hope you all have a wonderful day. This is our last day of a long vacation. Back to work tomorrow. But so happy now I get to be part of the daily lives. Yeah, you'll just miss WAC Wednesday. Sometimes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Exactly. Miriam's here. Says, good morning, WAC family. How's everyone this fine day? We're a lot better now that you's in the his out.
Good morning, Miriam.
Mom said, congratulations, Jen, for being first. Maybe Autumn will make you the live favorite. You know what? Jen, you are the live favorite. Yes. Like, I'm so glad that that you're here, that you were here first. Exactly. Favorite. Unless something else happens to dethrone you. But right now, Jen is the live favorite. Sam Banner's here. Says, hello, peoples.
Good morning,
Sheila's here. Says, good morning, WAC fam. Glenda's here. Says, good morning to everyone. Hi, Glenda.
Good morning, Glenda, Sheila, and Sam.
Nice. Jervin West is here. Says, happy Fri-YAY. We made it. We'll be ear hustling as I have a meeting in 20 minutes with a client. Clients are the worst. Stephanie's here. Says, good morning. Mom said, Sheila, congratulations on making it the top 3, continuing to keep Jim lifted in prayer. Absolutely. Oh, yes, we are.
Of course.
Yes. Let me see. Just skipping through, making sure I'm not missing any comments.
You nailed them all.
Robin's here. Says, good morning. Job. Beth is here. Says, hello, Weathers and Chasers. I absolutely love that. Gigi's here. Says, good morning, Weathers. What's the forecast? It is sunny and cool and beautiful. Gigi, right? Susan B16 is here. Says, morning. Let's
morning,
see.
Gigi. Morning, B16.
Yes. Mary T is here. Says, good morning. It's a wonderful weather's morning. Happy Fri-YAY to all the working people. I know, right? It's the freaking weekend. Cat's here. Says, good morning, Weathers and Chasers. I am here for it.
Anthony and
Renee's here. Says, good morning, all. Happy Friday with the cartwheel emoji. So yes, we will take that. Barry said, morning, all y'all. Like that. You're right. I love all y'all. Like, I don't think I say all y'all. It's when I mean all y'all, I just say y'all. Like, there's y'all, and then there's like y'all, which could also be all y'all. So I love that. Good morning, all y'all.
Took a trip down there.
I'm just saying it's so fun to say all y'all.
All right.
Okay.
It's like mines.
Oh gosh, no, it's not like mines. No, it's
all
not.
Y'all is like mines.
No, it's not. Okay. Blue Dubs here says, good morning, Weathers Watchers. What's the forecast? It is great. The weather is great around here, and I'm feeling good. Actually, walk that back. Actually, don't walk that back. Sit down and roll it back because I did leg day today, and my legs feel like cement blocks. Like they're so heavy. And I'm just going to be sad everywhere I have to walk today. Like sad going up the steps, sad doing anything where I have to engage my legs.
That's good.
But it was a really good workout today. And I was really proud. I powered through most of it. At the end, there was like a 10-minute cardio segment. And I was like, screw that. Like I had to skip the cardio segment. But other than that, it was really great.
Nice. Look at you.
Yes. Mary T said, that's great that you're going to Friendsgiving together with Jen. Yes, it's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. Now that the family is 300 miles away, we'll likely have burgers. I love that. That's hilarious. Mom said, Blue Dove forecast cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Yeah, that's a movie. Yeah, so Friendsgiving is hosted. Friendsgiving is hosted by Keto for the Soul. And Clubhouse, really. And it is going to be in Memphis, Tennessee, the weekend of like November 13th. And so, yeah, we're going. And then Jen was like, hey, I'm going. I could just ride with y'all. And I was like, that makes perfect sense because, like, we live so close, right?
Oh, is
so,
that what happened?
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that conversation.
Gosh, I forgot to tell you. Jen is right.
Yeah, apparently so. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you, wife, for telling me that.
Oh, my
So
gosh.
we'll have another person in the car. Is
Yes.
Mom going as well?
No, I don't think Mom's
make it
going.
a camper van. Then.
Yeah.
Why not? Just hook a wagon.
Oh, my God. That is so funny. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I forgot to tell you.
I see how you roll, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Unilateral. That's how I do things in this house.
I have to take up that out and do myself.
Yeah, absolutely not. No, that is you're cruising for a bruising. He said, "Oh yeah, check it out. I start my new work gig with EDT on November 15th, 8 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. So I'll be able to still catch the lives 2 days a week. That's amazing. And Lord knows ADT has been around pretty long, right? So that is definitely a company where we know the name. So congratulations, Heath. D said, morning, good weather's TGIF. It's about to be Canadian Thanksgiving long weekend. I'm happy for you guys. Look at the turkey. That's so nice. Yes. Gigi said, Richard, I type that every morning. No copy and paste here. No. Way to put in the work, Gigi.
Just trying to figure out a shortcut.
Yes. Blue Dove said it's sunny with a chance of hot links here. Now that's awesome. So
it's different.
Yes, that is.
I like that.
So what are hot links? Just like sausage? Just
the way it's
hot linked sausage?
Yeah. I mean,
they look like, are they the size of brats or smaller?
Small.
Like hot dogs. Yeah. Like hot links. I don't know if I've ever had hot links.
Links like that fat.
I love that. So
I was like that. Like,
yes.
Decent amount.
Interesting.
I don't remember the last time I had a hot link.
Joe and Rachel here says, good morning, family. Hi, Joe.
Good morning.
Jen said, I picture it like a scene out of a scary movie. Richard gets in the car and I'm just sitting in the back seat. So I was like in the
just high and pop up, lay down, and pop up. Ooh, hey.
Yes.
No, it's just she didn't tell me, Jen, is all it was. I'm finding out at the same time the WAC.
Jen said the WAC fam always has to know first.
Yes.
So, look, I meant to tell you. Here's what he's not telling you. The reason that I didn't run it by him is because he wasn't home yesterday. He left me for all hours of the day because he said he was going to pick up his nephew at like 3 something. He didn't come back till 9 something, right? I don't know about you, but unless the nephew lives in Indianapolis, it don't take that long. So he was clearly just gallivanting throughout the city. I would have mentioned it to you if you were at home, but you weren't home.
What I was doing was assisting my parents because their car broke down.
Their car did break down.
And then after that, I went over to Austin's house to check up on him and how everything was going.
How is Austin these days?
That's why I was at until 9 o'clock because I had to go across.
You were socializing. That's what you were doing.
Socializing. I was helping some people and going and
socializing with. It was not a work appointment where you were getting updates. You get updates over email. You were hanging out with your best friend. Don't make it try to sound.
And what is this got to do with you not telling me?
You weren't here.
I'm not here at the exact moment.
And then you got home so late that I had forgotten. The time had passed. That's all I'm saying. Blue Dove said spicy sausages like brats, but bright red. I don't know if I don't know. Like I like bright red meat, so maybe like pepperoni. I don't know. Now I'm starting not to understand. Rhonda's here, says congratulations, Heath. Absolutely. Teresa's here, says good morning, all listening while working. So
good morning, Teresa.
Barry said at Walmart, it's full scale happy hollow thankmas. Yeah, like they're all the same thing now.
Well, I said it's just candy, pumpkins, and like wreaths and like green leaves or brown leaves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It all encases all the holidays.
Yes. And I mean, there's straight Christmas trees at Lowe's and everything.
Yeah.
The doctor's in, says, good morning, Weathers crew. Hey, how you doing? Yes, it was. Kat said, this is hilarious. This is the sort of stuff that we nitpick over.
It's the stuff that I'm like, I'm so proud my wife remembers I'm her husband.
Barely.
Exactly. I'll lock the door. I'll give a door lock.
Oh my gosh. Sheila said, while waiting for Jim to return to his room, I'm snacking on my swag bag snack, so I stay out of the vending machines. Way to go, Sheila. Way to make the best choice that you can. So
I would say that's a better alternative. Great idea, Sheila.
Yes. He said, did Richard make a pit stop at the Boom Boom Room and didn't want to tell you? Lord knows what he's doing. He said he went to his mother's house and Austin's house, but we were gone for that long. He could have literally went to a different state. He could have crossed state lines. And I didn't even know about it. That's trust right there.
You there all the tickles there.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I meant to tell you, but I forgot. By that time, Amber had come over, and like my mind just had like, you know,
he was in t-shirt mode.
Yeah, Amber's in town, so she came over last night, so we were talking. Kat's here says we're supposed to get snow on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. That is crazy.
I mean, we got snow on Tuesday and Wednesday. It was really crazy.
Mary T said I didn't get the Two Crazy Ketos live notification with Dr. Barry last night until the live was over. That is unfortunate.
I know, right?
I don't know if I got. I think Two Crazy Ketos had a keto chow situation where I was unsubscribed from their channel, so I need to go back and make because I was like I didn't get any notifications.
Oh, wow.
So you remember that happened? I did, and I hadn't been getting notified for Keto Chow's lives for months, and I didn't realize that. Holly's here. Says good morning, happy Friday, all.
Good
Absolutely.
Morning, Holly.
Barry said Joyce came up with happy hollow thankmas. Yes, I mean I think there is definitely some. If that's not the exact word, there's definitely some like commercialized notion of that. The combination of all of the 3 seasons. That's after you hit a certain, day, it all like when you hit October, it turns into all of them at the same time.
Well, it shouldn't, but a lot of commercialization makes it.
Is what it does. Yeah. Teresa says supposed to get in the 30s here in Southern California next week. Ooh, that's crazy.
I mean, that's at least can't even tamp the fires down then.
Rhonda says, wrong. I knew I missed it somewhere. She said, I said, hello, Whack fam, and happy Friday. Rest and relaxation time. Good for you. Sincerely stated. Yes, absolutely.
Rhonda, you do stay busy.
So I get it.
Try to sneak in.
He said, I have alarms set for all the channels and I sub to for their lives. But here's the thing. Have you ever noticed that YouTube unsubscribes you from channels? Like a lot of people have been telling me that a long time ago. It hasn't happened recently, but then again, maybe I just haven't noticed. But a lot of people are like, for some reason, I got unsubscribed from your channel. And I was like, where did they do that at? Right. So I went and checked because I think Chris or Miriam was on here one time talking about their lives. And I was like, I have not gotten a live notification in so long. And I went to check out and I was no longer subscribed to their channel. And I was like, what? No. So yeah, I think the same thing might be happening. No. So Joe, I'm assuming it's Joe, says generally we don't buy the hot sausages. A friend worked for a butcher and said they put all the scraps into hot sausage and color it red so you can't see what's in it.
I mean, it makes sense because it's in a big jar most of the time.
Well, if I didn't ever have to
again, it's about knowing where your meat comes from.
D said, sounds like you're listening to Coach Bronson. Just caught up on the Whack Wednesday live last night, so he'll be coming on monthly. Awesome. Yes. And then moving forward, we'll actually get to hop into a topic because I think this one was a really good intro, just learning about him and his journey. Yeah, and then I was like, but we didn't really learn about what fitness is. I mean, because that stuff is really interesting too, right? Mm-hmm. So I definitely want to dive more and more into that, which we'll definitely have time because we're doing it monthly, the first Wednesday of every month. So
that's awesome.
Let's see. Miriam said, did I lose sound? Did anyone else lose sound? So hopefully
Mary might have bumped into the
table. User.
Yeah, I was like, Mary might have bumped into the table.
He said, I've yet to be unsubbed. I mean, prayer hands emojis because it happened to me.
Well, I think you just need to go. Just check once every few months. Just go check your subscription.
Oh, Joe said it was a great live stream. Dr. Barry answered a lot of good questions, including why we should eat ruminant animals over chicken. Please tell me. I kind of asked that at Keto Palooza. So
I'm actually curious on what a ruminant animal is.
A ruminant animal, from what I understand, is an animal that has like multiple stomachs that helps it digest like grass and stuff. Like a cow is a ruminant animal. Like, like cows have 4 stomachs or something. Like it's like the food, they eat it and then it goes into one stomach and then it goes into another stomach. And then like, that's how much stomach you need to break down all that stuff, right? And that's why we shouldn't be eating that because we ain't got 4 stomachs.
Shouldn't eat ruminant animals.
No. We should eat ruminant animals. We shouldn't eat what ruminant animals eat, which is lettuce and grass, right? They can eat and digest lettuce and grass because they have all those stomachs.
Okay.
But that's why Dr. Berry is like, you don't need that stuff. Like our bodies don't have the stomachs for it, literally,
Okay.
you know? So
So
I think,
don't eat grass, everybody.
yes. I mean, but also like greens and stuff. That's why Dr. Berry's like, you don't have to
Yes.
eat vegetables and stuff like that.
But they're so good when you soak them in like bacon.
Oh,
fat
they're
and stuff.
delicious. You just don't need them. And then sometimes they can be bad for you. You know, some people react poorly to them.
Oh, that is true.
Mary T said the Californians will be frozen by the side of the road at those temps. That's so funny. The 30s. Went to
That's
Disneyland
true.
once and it was 65 degrees. We were in shorts, locals in mittens and scarves. Yeah, that is true. Like that is really how it is.
That is reality.
Gina's here, says, good morning, everyone. How the HE double hockey sticks are, y'all? What's
Good
yes,
morning.
Kaden, Tristan, and me listening.
Yes.
Happy Friday. Oh, with the leaf.
Oh, Kate and Tristan in the game.
Um,
Happy Friday.
Yeah,
y'all.
Joe said YouTube unsubscribed me from you and Aaron. Exactly. What's it thinking? Like,
Well,
what's it thinking?
Well, I mean, every now and then you just need to go double check. Sometimes the code.
Jen said, I'm doing a danger run this weekend with friends. If I'm not on Sunday's live, it means the ghost got me. Never. Is that the thing where you do it in the car? Like where you're like, it's like where you drive across the city to like different scary locations. It's like a spooky scavenger hunt. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah.
I thought it was like
I'm glad they're still doing that. Like, you know, like doing those things. I remember that from a long time ago. So.
I've never done that.
Yes. He said most sausages are made with the scraps from all the good cuts of meat. Same with bologna and hot dogs. Yes, I agree with that. I understand.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how they shove it into the casing, and then the casing.
Jen said, anyone from Pennsylvania and know what scrapple is? I can't believe I grew up eating that stuff. Yeah, I watched Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and that's when Guy Fieri showed us what scrapple is. So it's just like a mixture. I don't know exactly what's in it. It's like a Spam sort of situation.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mixture of different meats, and you cut it into a loaf, and then you can like fry it up. It's like a Spam situation.
Oh,
yes.
Like
Yes, he said, yes, don't eat veggies, aka the food's food. Exactly. Bluto said, yes, multiple stomachs help them break down and convert their food, gets more nutrition out of the food, and filters out more of the toxin than a monogastric system, which I'm assuming we have as a monogastric system. I love that. No, Stephanie said, fat and ruminant animals aren't as hormone and toxin ridden because their stomachs break them down. Animals with one stomach store that in the fat. That makes sense.
Look at us teaching.
Absolutely.
I love it so much.
Bluto said YouTube trying to start drama between the keto influence. I was just like, I was like, something's happening here because we're all friends, right? And I was just like, where's my friends at?
Well, I'm trying to break you up.
Yes. Stephanie said, is Spam and scrapple the same thing? I love Spam. I think it's like similar to it. It might be homemade Spam, like loaf,
condensed meat
like
thing. They smoosh a lot of meat together.
Yes, Blue Duck's a biology nerd. I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. So
I don't go that far, but I find it quite interesting.
I love it, and I find it quite interesting. Yeah, all of the above. So, Sand Banner said, when I was in Wilmington, I went on 13 walking ghost tours. Absolutely not. Like, you guys, I do not like to be scared. Like,
Get out of here.
They could have not known that.
With your anxiety levels?
That's true.
You could
have probably figured, but I'm here to confirm it for you. I don't like to be scared. Like, I don't think haunted houses are fun. I don't think pranks are fun. I don't think anything besides reality is fun.
Well, I'll give you the pranks and like haunted houses sometimes, but you like scary movies.
That's being scared. Yeah, I don't like scary. I don't like scary imagery.
Yeah, like anything that's even remotely fearful.
Small children.
You'll cover your eyes and fast
at the end of a hallway, speaking in unison. Well, see, that's suspense. That's different. I just don't have the heart for suspense. I still want to know what's going to happen. I just have to fast forward it to see what's going to happen. Then I can rewind it and watch it in real time.
Movie, you wouldn't fast forward it?
No. I just wouldn't watch the horror movie.
There you go.
Yeah. But
you would still cover your eyes. Or, you would just turn the channel. But if I'm watching it, you'd be like,
I'd cover my eyes the whole time. But yes, I do like suspense. So I want to know what happens in the suspense stories. I just can't.
Okay, so
the music makes my heart beat too fast.
We're watching something and something suspenseful is about to come up. You'll fast forward it to the end of the scene,
so that I know what's going to
you
happen.
didn't ever tell me.
I know. I'm
I've
sorry.
been watching it and like, what's happening? Let's go.
And then we fast forward and spoil exactly what's going to happen.
So now I'm like, wait a minute, do it real fast.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said. But yes, I have to warn him when I'm going to fast forward something because I fast forward it to see what's going to happen. Then I'm like, oh, he does get shot. Okay. And then I rewind it back to the point.
Yes, quit saying the thing you just saw.
Yes.
He's like, oh, he does get shot. Like, what? I'm listening. Quit saying that I'm trying to.
I do that. I'm so sorry. And then I rewind it back to the point where and then I watch it play out in real time, already knowing what's going to happen.
These reaction videos are going to be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. For the reaction videos, I'm not going to fast forward and rewind it, so I'm going to have to cover my eyes.
I would hope not.
Yes, no, that's a lot. Ew! He said, has anyone grown up eating giblet gravy around the holidays?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's good on, my grandmother said you put that on the stuffing.
Yeah, no.
Just put
no. Joe said, Anthony, we went to one of those drive-through scare things. Anthony went to one of those drive-through scare things last night, and he said the scare actors jump in the car with him. Also attack the driver if the window is open. See? You want to die. Like, you get in my car, lock the doors, man. Like,
ain't
no.
Ain't that hazardous to
Mary
both
T said,
people?
I'm sure you're signing all sorts of waivers. I don't like those haunted houses where things jump out you. I went once with my 5'0" friend and held her in front of me like a shield. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Well, especially when they can like touch you and do all stuff, like grab you and stuff. But then it's like, well, I mean, you better be strong.
Jen said, scrapple, a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour, often buckwheat flour and spices. They scrape up all the leftover meat from the pork processing and sell it. Lord.
But don't they condense it though and like make it loaf?
Yes, it is definitely a compact loaf.
So it's not just loose meat all over the place.
Loose scraps. Jerry said, good morning. Late because I had an early morning meeting last day at my job of 18 years.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Are they gonna let you go early, like 1 o'clock? Like, oh, bye, Joe Ray.
They make something called souse.
No.
Souse like scrapple, but it's like it's a condensed mixture of a lot of SOUSE.
No,
souse.
That's sauce.
SOU.
Oh, yeah, that's AU. Got it. Ooh, no, I don't like that. Whatever that name sound that you just did.
Well, it's right near the liver pudding. It's right near the liver pudding. Oh my God.
Yucky.
You are so good.
Blue Dove said, ooh, ghost tours for the win. Growing up along the Brazos, I developed an affection for ghost stories. I never did.
I do. I love a good ghost story and I love ghosts and scary stuff. I just don't want to physically be in the environment as we're hearing the scary stuff. Tell me, like, some head was, oh, what happened? Oh my God, my head. I don't want to be in the castle basement and be like, y'all hear that?
Sheila said, smash the like button.
I'm out.
Joe said, I miss scrapple. It's not like Spam. It's all the junk meat, but they boil it down and mix it with cornmeal. Can't eat it on keto. It's very firm and you usually fry it up. That's what I saw on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Like you cut it and then you could fry it.
Oh, interesting. Funny how
it's like a meat hash brown? No.
It makes sense.
Beth said, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I go through haunted houses, but I do not look. The person in front of me has to be okay that I bury my face in their back. I may or may not choke them with their shirt. What is that? That's not adrenaline.
I was adrenaline junkie more than you just put yourself in places you don't like.
I like thrill. Yeah. Like, I've skydived. Like, I like the roller coasters. I like zip lining. I really like heights. Like, I like the thrill of doing things.
I like the water.
But I don't.
I can do anything in the water.
Yeah, like skiing. Yeah, exactly.
But it has to be like water below me.
Yes, I can do
like ground.
But yeah, I like all of that. Like, I'm very much like a wooden or like one of those rope bridges over a big canyon. Like that sort of stuff doesn't scare me. It's just like
me.
I can't do
people
that.
out of the way to get in line.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Can we do something else today? Let's go to the.
No, when me and Ho used to go to Gatlinburg, like that's the exact sort of stuff we would do. Is like obstacle courses and hikes and zip lines and things like that.
You going on hikes? What? Did y'all hear that?
Not an accidental hike. It was a planned on purpose hike.
That's what happens when you're in the woods.
No.
You go.
Joe Ray said they know I'm going to a competitor now. They will most likely turn me off soon. Yes, I got cut off. Good thing I said on my last day, they were like, when do you plan to be done? I was like 6 p.m. Eastern. And then like I made sure to drag all my files that I could out that computer, and then like at 6:01, it was like, ew, like your ID no longer works. I was like, damn.
They ain't messing around.
So, Joe Ray, you were able to go to a competitor. You didn't sign a non-compete. That doesn't seem to make sense for me. So,
I mean, but I think it's just like she's also in a different division too.
Interesting. Mary T said that's what I do. Beth, person in the front is a shield. Absolutely not. Beth said I skydived too. Best experience ever. So here's my thing about skydiving. Mm-hmm. I did it and it was a good experience. I don't even know if I could say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I wasn't as thrilled as I had hoped to be. The most thrilling part of skydiving is when you jump out of the plane and then you are falling and you're just like, oh my God, we're falling. The most thrilling part is when you pull the ripcord to see whether or not the chute's going to activate. You know, like that's when you're just like, here it comes. And then after the parachute activates and you get yanked back up, after that, it's just like a leisurely float. Like, to me, it was just a leisurely, like, oh, this is fun. Plus, because in the very beginning, when you skydive, you have to do it tandem. Yeah. You have to do it with another person. Yes. So you're literally just hanging there, like, oh, this is cool. You know, like you have no control. You're not doing anything. I kind of felt more like I was on a Ferris wheel. And I was like, oh, interesting. Me and my dad and my sister did that together. And on the way home, we were like, was anyone else kind of bored? And I was like, oh my God, I was like, it was boring, you know? So it was just like, I could have gone to like the Empire State Building and walked out on the balcony, right? Like you were just up high and you had expansive views, but it wasn't thrilling. Like it wasn't thrilling.
No, the best thing I did, I think I went rappelling at the Red River Gorge off of a 400-foot free fall. So it was like we went down the side of a cliff, and then like a piece through it, the cliff started caving in. So you're just hanging there like a fish on a worm on a hook. Yes. And you have to get down to the other 300 feet on your own with the little. You got to hold your butt. It was very cool.
Lower yourself down.
But I like that because you control your descent. It wasn't like so. I sat there for like 5 minutes just looking and like spinning.
Everyone's like, Rick, come on down.
No, they're all right. Okay. Right.
Joe Ray said jumping right in on Monday, unfortunately, but new equipment is delayed, so I may not have my laptop. Yeah, that's how it always is. As long as you're getting paid. That's okay with that. They will get it to you when you get it. He said, I will never jump out of a perfectly good plane with a bed sheet and some string, just pure silliness. But that's the thing, like you're so strapped in. They so double, triple, quadruple safety check every time. It's just like, this is just standard. It's like part of the process. Like there's not any unknowns. Like everything is perfectly calculated, right? And so I guess at that point you have to be, because you got lives in your hands.
That's not on my list.
But it was just very calculated. Stephanie said Scrapple does not appeal to me at all. Samesies.
I mean, I'd have to be in the room and
I'd have to it'd be like a circumstance where maybe I didn't know where it was. Joe Ray said my current job didn't have a non-compete, but my new one does. Yep, that's how it works.
Yeah, so. There you go.
Yes. Joe said add Halloween Horror Nights last week. Rachel walked around the scare zones so they couldn't come. As she walked around them, Anthony kept trying to get them to break character. That's so funny.
I mean,
screw that. I'm not even going in.
I mean, but that's my thing. It's like if you're that terrified, like why?
Yes.
Why are we there?
Beth said yes. I was like once and I'm good. The slow drift down took for you're just like floating for 3 minutes, and I was like, oh okay, there's that.
Yeah. So. Well, I think a lot of them now you want to go until you need to hit the chute. So let's go far as we can.
Mary T said, I'm always up for adventure, but I can't skydive. Used to live next to a skydive airport. Let's just say not all the dives go well. Yeah, I mean, at that point, it just has to be your time.
Well, I mean, that's also why they triple check you, and they get so boring because they don't want anybody on their watch to go the other way.
And even if they do, you're signed that waiver. I mean, but still, you die. Who cares about the waiver?
Their branding of their company. Screw you. You can die all the time, but they don't want to.
Miriam said, I don't like haunted houses or horror movies. It's okay. I still have redeeming qualities. I mean, I think the people that like those things are weird. So I think the fact that you don't like them is like one of your redeeming qualities.
It's just whatever it is.
Yes, Kelly Keith is here. Says, good morning, everybody sneaking in at the half-hour mark. Well, I'm glad you're here. And thank you for reminding me it was near the half-hour.
I'm not the most biggest fan of any horror or anything, but I don't mind it every now and then. Like most of them just goofy to me.
Beth said my daughter wants me to go with her to skydive. I'm like, okay, if you can't find anyone else, but other than that, I'm good. Yeah, I don't never need to do it again. I would never do it without a tandem. I know. I have no desire anymore. Right, the thrill is gone.
Yeah, like I said, to understand it, like the thrill would probably be to go yourself, like to be expert enough to go yourself. and then just wait until the last limit, the last time, then pull the string. Like you want that free fall is the most important time.
You only fall for a good 30 seconds. Like it's very short compared to the amount of time that you're drifting. Sand Banner said, if I go to a haunted house, I would be the one that would be the shield as a form of sacrifice. Like I would die for you to give you time to escape. Also not me. Like every man off of themselves. Jeffrey's here says Rams win, but I heard there was a questionable call at the end though, you know. Geno Smith's interception, that should have been a pass interference call. But I didn't watch the game because I was working with my sister yesterday. But Rams win. I do like the Seahawks. We're actually watching the replays on the screen right now. I love those outfits. I love those like light, bright green. Whew, those are my favorite ones. So Rhonda said, you give a 2 weeks notice here and they tell you that day that is your last day. For most positions. Yeah, I've had that. That's how my company used. If I wasn't one of the most valuable people at my company, they would have done that. Like I know plenty of people that have given 2 week notices, and then the next day they were like, "Oh, your service is no longer needed." Like so.
Fine with me.
Yeah, but for me, they were like, "Are you sure you can't hang on? Are you sure you can?" I was like, "Bye."
The 2 week notice was more for you than for me.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
That's my courtesy. If you want me to leave, deuces.
Yes. Yeah, see, B16 it said the same thing. At our company, if you're going to a competitor, you are walked out that day. You still get paid for the 2 weeks, but you're no longer working.
It's called a win-win.
Yeah.
I can see that. No losses in here.
Exactly. But I get paid for 2 weeks. I got to do that. Especially if you can plan it to where if your other job picks up and then after them 2 weeks, hello.
Exactly.
Kat says, I think a zip line sounds fun. Zip lines are fun, but it's only up to so often. Other than that, you're just like, yay, I'm gliding to the air again.
I was going to say that it depends on the scenery, where the zip line's at.
Yes.
Like if you're going through amazing things,
yes.
if you're just up high going back and forth.
Yes. Me and Jen, a couple of years ago, we went to zip line at the underground caves. It was around Christmas, and they had all these Christmas decorations and stuff. Now, that was pretty cool. Like zip lining in caves.
Especially if something you've never seen before, and you're going through, like, that would be fun. For me, it would have to be a nice incline. I don't want zip line, a straight line.
Yeah, he says we have an indoor skydiving place about 30 minutes north of me. Okay, so the reason I can't get down with those places is because that's all fall. All you're doing is just having a big fan just blow you up. I'm like, there's no, how's that fun either? I don't know.
Well, I think it's when you do
maybe
tricks.
It just wasn't my thing.
That's the one when you do tricks. You got spin up and twist.
Oh, hell no.
I'm saying, instead of just sitting there floating, you got to do a jump.
Curl yourself into a ball, yeah.
That's when you just get good at your falls.
Yeah.
And do stunts.
Yeah.
Stuff.
See, you can never do that tandem. Okay.
Exactly.
So I've been eating, really well for the past few days, sticking to my plan, loving it. Stepped on the scale, 198.8. That was a loss of 1. I'm okay with that. Today I stepped on the scale. It was 198.8. That's a loss or gain of 0. I'm just like, okay, if that's what you want to do. But I just feel so good with what I'm doing, working out the way that I am, eating the way that I am, it's gonna follow. I'm not overeating, so it's all hormones and whatnot.
It's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna happen overnight. So there you have it.
You're back on the path.
Beth said skydiving was like canoeing and then whitewater rafting. Yeah, I couldn't canoe after whitewater rafting for years. Yeah, I think we went on too much of a baby whitewater raft because I was like, it was like a 2-hour trip, but there were maybe 3 rapids. And we were just like, is that it? The rest of it, you're just floating down the place. I want it to be a lot more thrilling. No, but I wanted to be scared that I would. There was never a point where I had to oh my God, this could be it. This could be it.
If you're in that water, you fall in. I would have liked to have almost. You've been in the water. Just let you know.
Tanya said, good morning, Weathers and Whack Fan. Better late than never. You're right. Joyce said, I'm hoping to become good friends with someone on the airstrip. They'll invite me to fly in their little plane. Absolutely not. Now, little planes is what I don't do. Those 1-2-seaters, miss me with those.
Single cylinder engine.
And yes, exactly. No.
Buddy, that engine goes. You better be
Mary T said, now that I'm light enough, I would do one of those indoor skydiving places for sure. I know, right? There has to be some sort of weight limit. Miriam said, we did indoor skydiving for Chris's birthday last year. It was super fun, but I did have to psych myself up to it. Okay, maybe I would give it more of a chance. Brian is here.
You just blow yourself.
Says, great. Blow yourself. Great Fri-YAY morning, Mr. and Mrs. and the work weathers and watchers. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day and wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, with the bacon and the bike riding. Hoofknit is biking up in Wisconsin this weekend while I'm on call. Yay. I love that she's doing
the indoor skydiving reminds me of the surfing, the surfing machine where you can get on a board and like the water just spits you straight up and go on those fake surf.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We did that when we went to Nashville. Richard.
Yes, I was gonna say you not one
Richard
time.
did that when we went to Nashville. He was on one of those fake wave machines, and it just kept flipping him up. It's like flipping him over. I was like, oh my god! But he got it eventually.
Well, the way the guy described it was not the way my balance works.
Yes, the way everyone else's balance works.
What was I saying? He had like lean forward. I was like, no, I need to.
That was so funny. Joe Ray said that's why I didn't tell them where I was going. Yeah, you don't have to tell them where you're going. Trying to close out large sales opportunities before you go. Yeah, you don't have to tell them where you're going, but like don't update your LinkedIn for a long time, and unfriend all of your, coworkers. Yeah, basically. Unconnect. Miriam said we did zip line in Costa Rica. It was prettiest place ever. Yeah, that would be amazing. That's the view. So.
Yeah, that's a Costa Rica or Keto.
Brian said I'll stick to underwater diving and leave the sky to y'all. No, now here's what I will never do: scuba diving. I can't be.
I can do that.
Deep in water. Well, when I tell you, water, the three-dimensional nature of water, just I can't. Like it.
You and this analytical, three-dimensional nature of water.
Because we went snorkeling one time when I was in Cancun, like with my dad, and it was horrible. And like I was looking down, I had snorkeling goggles, and I was looking down. You can't tell where the fish are. They're swimming. You can't tell how close to you they are because it's all 3D. And like the fish would just swim next to me.
The birds,
and I'm like, I can't.
How far the birds
no, you can tell in the sky. At least I can tell.
I was gonna say,
but I didn't have any frame. No, I didn't have any. I could not compute.
Unless it was murky. Is it murky?
I hated it.
Was it cloudy or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
See, I love the water. Like any activity.
Oh, Jen said I plan on organizing a zip line through the mega cavern for anyone who wants to come to Keto Palooza 2022 early next year. That's a great idea.
I'm pretty sure you'll have some takers.
That's a great idea. Let me see. Beth said a whole boat dumped and several boats from the competitor companies had to save the people. That was crazy. And then I was worried about the weight in the boat.
What are we talking about?
Talking about adrenaline, scared out of my mind. Whitewater rafting.
Oh yeah.
About
what you say. It's like I wanted it a little rougher.
I want to feel like I can.
That's not how rapids work. It's not like an adjustable scale. Like just go 2 dials up. Like no, it's either crazy or it ain't.
Yes.
Either you and they like, oh crap, too much.
Look, Brian, I hear what you're saying. I just don't agree. Like I couldn't.
Brian, that's where I'm at.
I couldn't.
You where I'm at.
No, I couldn't figure it out.
Because I'm like, how you? A bird is right there. A fish is right there.
Beth said I cannot scuba dive either. I'm too scared. Like, what if I can't breathe? Plus, I'm scared of living things in water. Me too. I'm scared of living things in water. Beth, that's the best way I've ever heard. I am scared of living things in water. That bottom
living things in the sky don't exist.
No, it's not. It's not that they don't exist. I'm not scared of them. Whereas I am scared of living things in water.
Just because you're not as good mobile in the water.
I don't feel like I have as much control. Like if a bird's coming at me, like I have the full activity of my limb. I don't feel like I have as much control.
You gotta be a good swimmer.
No, I don't feel like I have that.
I'm a pretty proficient
I don't have that at all. So, no.
I mean, for me, I ain't skydiving at all. And I'm not diving too deep now. There's a line. Yeah. Like, I can go about 30 feet, maybe, if I'm out whole scuba gear.
It's black.
The whole scuba, like a tank and everything, but I ain't going through no caves. I ain't going through, I'm just, I see the boat.
Like all the coral reef with like the schools of fish. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah. See, I don't want to test my living. You know what I mean? I don't want to test it too far.
No.
So I'm not jumping out of planes and I'm not diving too deep. I'm more of like a.
Oh my God. Mary T said, so is the fish pedicure out for you? Yes. That freaks me out.
What's that?
When the little fish bite the dead skin off your feet.
That thing they do at the fancy
No,
salons
thank
and stuff.
you.
Yeah, I don't understand
No.
that. I don't want nobody nibbling on my birthday.
Jen said, "Picture Autumn karate chopping a poor bird." Hey, I'll fight a bird. I just don't feel like I
fish.
can
On
do
the other hand, she'll road runner out of the water. Like,
first of all, Gigi, you're bringing up old stuff. She said, "So what's your problem with plants?" I also have a problem with plants.
Gigi, let's get this
book out. I have a problem with reaching plants. Plants that like slowly and insidiously grow like and start to wrap around things.
And most growing things.
Yeah, like it's just the sheer will to survive. But I'm like, oh my God, you are a savage plant. I see you just gonna grab onto anything right now? No, I can't do it. Have one word. Jumanji, right? That's all I'm saying. Like that's all I envision when there are plants. Like, yes. Jen said, "Oh, Al, laughing hurts after yesterday's workout." Look, everything's about to work after today's work. After today's workout. Like my legs hurt so bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
Miriam said,
I can do some
I did the fish pedicures too. Wow, I sound adventurous today. You do. The fish thing was actually cool once you get over the tickling. No, I don't foresee myself being able to get over that, like at all.
No. Well, see, I can like walking in the water.
And here it is.
Like, we can't fly.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Aureldia has pegged me. I.e., Autumn has a problem with control. That's exactly what it is. I strive in my everyday life to have as much control as possible. I don't ever want to put myself in a situation where I unknowingly or unplanned, like unexpectedly, don't have control. Like when I go into situations where I don't have control, it's because I've controlled putting myself in that situation. Like, oh, I just want to see what happens, right? I still get to choose that, right? But I don't
that might be why you didn't like the skydiving that much, just because you weren't in control.
Probably. Like I was just like, I'm just along for the ride. What's the point of this, right? But like I like to control as many aspects of me life as I can. I know that there are things that I won't be able to. That's why I make up for it by controlling literally as much as I can. Because I know there's going to be that outlier. Yes. But the things that I can control, why not? Just like down to the minute, right? So
yes,
Blue does say control is an illusion.
My brain nice.
And it's where I live. That is where I live. So Melody said, I totally get that being in control. Gigi said, how's that control thing working for you? I'm happy, Gigi. Don't try to make me think that my lifestyle is invalid. I'm okay.
Well, I'm learning that you are terrified of the water now.
I'm not terrified of the water. I'm terrified of living things in water. So for instance, I love pools. I love like actual, like even walking along the side of, but yeah, I don't get deep in the water. I would never get in a lake.
Yes.
Rashana said Gigi is a G. She is. You can be getting on my nerves, man. I feel like
Gigi just call us
Gigi can go on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So Rashana, I'm so glad that you're here. See, Aurelia said we love Autumn for herself. Exactly. My control freak laden
all of your quirks and
love me for me is all I'm saying. Okay, guys, we got to get off here. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back here Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern here on the Weathers Channel. Okay, have a good Friday and have a good weekend.
Goodbye.
Bye.